I don't know if you see me now.
I do see you. Let me actually. I might have to restart my recording. Just because I want to grab your video as well. So let me restart that. Okay, we see you. And let's get it started. If you could give us a bit about your background in crypto, just the whole team. It doesn't have to be too
Sure.
long, but just a quick recap of your
I
careers in the
don't.
crypto space.
Yeah, sure, and I won't be long. Don't worry. So first of all, thanks a lot for inviting us today. Really, really happy to be here and to be able to talk about bots and superbots. And well, if there is anything in the future, and if something is not clear, just let me know. And if someone has a question, we have also a chat, so they can go there and ask all their question after the meeting and after the call. We would be really, really happy to answer to it. So myself, I'm Benjamin Duval, one of the founder of UpBots and SuperBots. Well, I'm a business engineer. I started in crypto in 2014, so it was a long time ago already. And in 2017, we started Crypto Addicts. That was a channel on Telegram where we send signals. It was basically that we create bots on Telegram. We were actually the very first one to do that. It became 4C trading, and it was really specialized in the development of algorithm. I had with me Julien Cartin, which is actually specialized in trading. He worked as a trader for different banks. Maybe you can hear it. I have a French accent because I'm coming from Belgium, and him too. But the team is very international here. But I will talk maybe about that later.
Nice.
And well, in 2020 we started to work on UpBots because our customer were asking for it to have a kind of all-in-one interface where they could have different kind of bots follow the wallet. And so that's why we started on that, and we made the ICO in 2021 exactly. Actually, it was in March when the market dumped. It was maybe the worst possible time ever. I mean, you remember that month with the COVID, the full market went down. But thanks to Alameda Research, we closed the ICO in just a few days. And we made the IO in October, and we launched the demo version at that time. And just a few months ago, we started with the official product. And here we are with over 24 members in the team, and a lot of work.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Well,
go ahead.
There is a lot to do, and the market is moving very fast. I mean. For me, we started that in 2020 and launched the product in 2021. For me, it looks like it was 5 years ago. It's just 1 year, but the crypto market is like this. It's kind of amazing, and that's why also we are loving it, I think.
Yeah, I've never seen it move this fast before. This is probably the fastest I've seen it evolve. So I think it's going to be moving at an exponential rate, if I'm being quite frank with you.
Yeah.
So
we hope so.
So would you actually tell us more about your project and how it works?
Sure. So we're gonna soon launch SuperBots. It's normally in less than 2 weeks. But I will first start with the main product. So it's UpBots, and UpBots has to propose to offer a kind of all-in-one trading interface, but of a new kind. So we offer all the needed tools like manual trades, wallet tracker on centralized exchange, decentralized exchange, and we have a marketplace with a lot of algo bots. So each bot is based on an algorithm, and people can freely connect their exchange to that bot. And actually, the access is free to the interface. To rent an algo bot, actually, it's based on performance fees. It means that people do not have to pay in advance, and you pay only when you are making profits. So it means that or we all win or we all lose. But it's a kind of fair system, because otherwise, you can see competitor like Crypto Hopper. You have to rent an algorithm for 1 month, $200. It's quite expensive, especially for small wallets. We wanted to have another approach, and you do not have to pay anything as long as you're not in profit. And so Well, that's for UpBots. And as I said, we are now launching SuperBots, which is also based on the token we created, so the UBC, and is the decentralized version of UpBots. So here, there is no connection with Exchange. You just connect your MetaMask wallets, for example, and you can make a deposit in one vault. And the vault will trade the capital based on the algorithm. So it's the same algos, but this time it's on DEX. And well, the system is kind of the same, but it's really a revolution. I mean, there is no project like this right now. And in terms of performance fees, it's exactly the same system as well.
Got it. And who designed the algorithms? Who wrote the algorithms, rather?
So, well, it's community driven mostly. So there is an algorithm that's 4C Trading created, but we're also receiving every day a lot of proposition for algos, because the community can suggest an algo and we can add it. And if it makes profit, actually, we send a part of the profit to the algo dev. So we are choosing. There is Robert.
Yep.
Could you just? I think that's your microphone. I have something in my ear. Sorry. Could you stop the microphone?
Sure.
Okay. I think it's better now. So the community can actually send us an algo. We're going to test it. So it's going to be, the algo will be in a kind of quarantine, if you want. And we're going to test it for at least 1 month to check if the data are right, are true, if it's not repainted, if it makes profits, if the drawdown is correct, and stuff like this. And so when it passed all the tests, at that moment, we can add it on the interface. We received, I don't know, something like 500 different bots so far, or algorithms so far, and we listed only around 25 for now, because the quality is really important for us. I mean, if the user are not making profits, well, we won't make profit neither. So it's not the point to have like 500 bots like other platforms. We really want to have only the best one and good algos. That's really the prior.
Understood. You guys consider yourselves as a DeFi protocol?
Well, for SuperBots, yes. For UpBots, no. So UpBots is still on the blockchain, all transaction on the blockchain. So when you are a user, you arrive, you have to make a deposit on your on-chain wallet, and then when there is performance fees, it's completely automatic. So it's transparent for everybody and for the algo dev as well. So we take from the user and we send to algo dev, to parties also sent to the staking pool, because we have a staking pool for the UBC. A part is burned, and a part is sent to, of course, to UpBots. So, but it's not really a protocol. For SuperBots, it's completely different. Actually, well, I cannot share all the information right now because we are close to the launch and there is some confidential thing still, because we didn't communicate everything, but it's going to be huge. And yes, there is, well, we could consider it as a new protocol. Yeah.
Understood. And do you guys have any competitors in this space, or any projects and ventures that you consider to be competitors?
Well, so for SuperBots, there is no competitor. I mean, well, if you consider that SuperBot is a kind of farming solution, it's not actually, but you can find, of course, other farming tool. But here with SuperBot, it's really a trading in DeFi based on algorithm. So it's completely new. And the objective is to be the first one on the different blockchain as well. And it's going to be really huge. I mean, right now, the money is also and mostly in DeFi. And that's why we are going to that. For UpBots, there is a few competitors, but we are very different in the way we are working. Like, for example, 3Commas could be considered as a competitor, but their solution, well, first of all, you need to have a subscription to access the interface. But it's also more to create bots and follow and track your coins. But the marketplace and algos, it's mostly free. And it's, well, you can find thousands of shitty algo, I would say. And they will just show you the best one for the past few days or week, and you will connect. And basically, it's just a basic MACD or another basic strategy behind. So everybody can put their strat, and it's basically free. So it's very, very different, and that features is not really used on free commons. So for us, it's based on performance fees and only good bots. You have Crypto Hopper. We could also say that it's a bit the same concept, except that for Crypto Hopper, you have also the subscription. For each bot, you have to pay in advance, and it's quite expensive. It means that if the bot makes loss during that month, well, you will still have to pay for the bots. It doesn't matter if the bot was in profit or not. And the interface also is maybe too complex or very complex on Crypto Hopper. And what we did with the UpBots is really to have something beautiful, and I hope it is, I don't know, and also very easy to use. And because it's not the objective to only attract expert traders or people used to this kind of tools. It's also the objective to bring new people, noobs, and to try to convince them that maybe they should use a bot rather than trade by themselves. Because normally when you start, especially when you are new, you generally make loss at the beginning. And so our objective is to have an easy interface where they can connect the exchange and avoid those losses.
Certainly, and thank you for that breakdown. And can you actually? I'm gonna circle back to the UBXT token. Can you tell us a bit more about the token, the incentive of buying the token, of holding the token, and kind of its utility within your bigger ecosystem?
Yeah, sure. Well, with the project, we have the UBC token, and this token has been designed to be strong and used in the whole ecosystem. So there is a limited number of tokens. It's 500 million tokens. I think that's over 80% is already distributed or already available on the market. And those tokens will be used to pay performance fees. So when you want to launch a bot, you have to add UBXT on your wallet. And if you are making profit, we take part of those UBXT. If you are not making profit, we create a kind of virtual balance. So it means that as long as you are not again in profit, you do not pay performance fees. There is also features that will arrive in the coming weeks, and you have to buy it with UBXT, for example, the bot creator tool and others. And with SuperBots, it's a bit different. You do not have to add UBXT on your wallet because it evolves. It's far more simple. It's just that it's for DeFi people. So, of course, the process is a bit different, but they will just have to put the capital in the vault. And every time there is a profit, the vault will, by itself, convert it into UBXT and send it to the different person, the algo dev, the staking pool, burning pool. And so it will create a constant buying pressure. Now, why is it good to hold it? First of all, there is a staking solution. So we have staking pools on the bot. It's going to be also available on SuperBots. So you get nice rewards, a nice APR over time. So it's a farming solution. And in addition to that, we are also sending part of the performance fees. So by staking UBXT, you receive part of the performance fees of the users. So it increased the APR. And it's also good to have it because it's also a deflationary token. So as I mentioned earlier, and interrupt me if I'm talking too much.
No, please don't. This is great. This is great.
Okay, and so every time there is performance fees paid, we are burning part of the tokens. The objective is to decrease the total supply as much as possible, and so it's also a kind of guarantee for the investor that over time, if there is of course less token, the price of the token could increase for the same market cap. So that's the objective. We burn, and we will continue to burn over time.
Certainly, and you mentioned this, but just to clarify, users do or do not hold token in order to use and interact with your protocol.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
Sorry. So do users need to hold the token in order to use the protocol or not?
Okay, so for UpBots, you need to add UBXT on your wallet to make them work, because if you do not have UBXT on your wallet, well, the bots cannot work at all. So that's compulsory for UpBots. For SuperBots, not at all. You do not need it. It will be converted automatically. So, well, for DeFi user, it's even more simple. It's just that for our bots, we are connected to exchange. So we cannot withdraw capital for the wallet of the user. So that's why we created that wallet. And in 2022, we plan to even integrate a wallet, so the user will be able to make a deposit of the capital directly on UpBots. We're going to work with Binance for that. And so it will be even easier. And in the end, well, we're going to be able to find a solution to even simplify that process of having to deposit UBXT on the wallet of the user, and trying to also give to the token the chance to have a constant buying pressure.
Understood. And I do see that right now you're on the Ethereum and BSC chains. Are you planning on planning to more chains in the future?
All right, so we are actually also on Solana. So the token is available on Serum. Well, actually, Alameda Research invested in UpBots. So we made the IEO with on FTX, and we, thanks to them, we are also on Solana and on Serum. So right now, with SuperBots is based on BSC and soon on ETH. UpBots, there is deposits on BSC and ETH as well. And of course, yes, it's the objective to go to other blockchain as well, especially for SuperBots. So we're going to be where there is volume for SuperBot. Of course, if there is not enough volume and liquidity on a blockchain, the bots, well, you will have a massive slippage. So we are looking for it, and we're going to develop it. Well, the roadmap is not yet shared, but I can guarantee you that it's on it. So yes, it's going to be on other blockchain as well.
Certainly. And I do see here that you have a courses marketplace. Are trading courses something that you all will be providing yourselves, or are you going to be acting as more of a gateway for third-party distributors to provide their courses?
Well, it's going to be exactly like for the AlgoBot. So we are creating ourselves a few training because of 4C trading. So it's also specialized with that. And we are also open to other provider for the training, because there is excellent and very good trainings available already on the market. So, well, the objective is also to offer them a new way to sell the trainings and to reach a new public. I mean, in the end, the objective is to make everybody not an expert, but at least used to the market they are trading in or they are playing with. And so for that, the objective, yes, is to get the maximum of training and only good trainings, of course.
Certainly. And so I do see here also that you have a bounty airdrop program. Is that something that's available? Is that something that still people can participate and earn?
Okay, so for the bounty, well, it's not yet the case, but we're going to make on the announcement channel, we're going to give more information about that. So it's for soon as well, and especially for SuperBots, because we audited all the contracts, and now we also going to try to see if the community still find a way or still find a bug in the audit, even if we are 1000% sure that it's not normally possible. But we're going to share more information about that soon on the announcement channel.
Cool. And can you give us a breakdown of your team? And by that, how many devs do you have? How many people on marketing, development?
Sure. So currently in the team for UpBots and SuperBot, we have 24 people. Yeah, there is a big part of it. Big part of the team is developers. So we have 4 blockchain devs. We have 3 front developer. We have 4 backend dev, and we have a few developer for the infrastructure as well, because it's very complex. I mean, That's also why SuperBots is another project. But now I see as a developer the difference between a project like UpBots, more classical, I would say, in terms of infra, and SuperBots on the blockchain. And blockchain actually offer to developers and projects a way to massively decrease the time needed to launch a project, because the infra is completely different. And well, honestly, I don't know why all the companies are not already using blockchain to develop all the tools, because it's far easier. But yeah, to go back to what I was saying, so we have something like 15 developers. We have in marketing 4 people, plus you can add all the support for the chat and for everybody. And in the team we have Robert. Robert, he's here in the call, by the way. Is the CMO of UpBots and SuperBots. We also have Magda and Bulens. They both have a lot of experience in crypto. Magda worked for exchange in the past. Bulens with big project as well. I mean, I try to take the best possible person for UpBots. I'm really proud of the team, and for the project manager as well. We have Angelique, and she's really amazing at many levels. So, well, I couldn't dream of a better team, to be honest.
It's great to hear, and I do see that. Well, first of all, it's really important to work with. I've noticed that in the past as well with my own experience. But
yeah,
it sounds like you guys are also building something really incredible. So that's equally important.
Well, it's true. What you just said is completely correct. In books, when I was younger, even at school, they said when you want to try and to launch a project, the most important thing is the team, the people that will work with you. I think that in the book 0 to 1, the guy who invented PayPal with Elon Musk, he said that as well. This is not the idea. A good team with a bad project, well, they will be able to convert it into a good project. But a bad team with a good project, well, it doesn't work. It will not fit. Here, I have an amazing team and I have a good project. So, well, I couldn't be more happy.
Best of both worlds. I agree. And I do see that here on your site, your team is fully doxed, which is great, because that honestly it encourages people to engage with the project usually more often than not. So for the UBXC token, do you have any major exchange listings planned? Have you applied for major exchange listings, or are you planning on being on DEXs exclusively?
Well, obviously, I cannot really share this kind of information. I will just say that we are already partnering with a lot of exchange, because we are adding them also and generating volume on them. So we already have a lot of contact, and the objective of UpBots, SuperBots, and obviously for UBXT is really to have an increase over time. So if it has to go through a listing, well, it will grow to it. So it's the objective to be everywhere on DEX and on centralized exchange. But now
Understood.
I'm afraid I cannot really tell to which exchange I'm talking to.
Okay, no worries at all. What are some of the liquidity pool pairs that you guys plan on offering? Can you reveal that?
You mean on DEX where the user could buy UBXT?
Yeah, so I do see here that you guys plan on offering LPs, and I was just curious as to what UBXT would be paired with.
So it's it's paired with ETH on SushiSwap and BUSD on PancakeSwap. So it depends. But the thing is, we're going to go more and more also on BSC, and it's easier for the user, to make a deposit from BSC. So that's why we went on BSC as well. And we see now more liquidity there. And so it's easier if you want to make a deposit of UBXT on your UpBots account. It's easier to buy it on BSC and to make the transaction. It will cost less than obviously on ETH, where it's completely insane right now.
Of course. And so, you did mention that you've worked on projects previously. You've been in the space for quite some time. What are some past failures that you have learned from and you've kind of taken and brought in with you to this project just to make sure it was successfully?
Well, that's a very, very good question. It's actually linked to what we said just before. The team and also the way they are working is very critical. I mean, we got some difficulties in the past with 4C trading in IT because a developer wanted to use one technology, and actually it wasn't maybe the best one. And then you have to work on it, and instead of just do it everything again, to start with a good basis, you work on it, and in the end, it's not good at all. So we had to work everything, to redo everything, and that's maybe one of the things I took here on UpBots. It's to really have a very high level plan with and the opinion of several people to know what we're going to do. It cannot be one decision cannot be only took by one person, and especially with the IT, it's very critical. I mean, in terms of security, in terms of time, in everything. And so, now if I had to give an advice to someone who would like to launch a project in the cryptos is, when you are going with a developer, make sure that the technology is the good one and that the way it will develop is the right one as well. And the IT plan has to be very, very accurate. Otherwise, you could have a lot of issue in the future. And thinking always, let's go quickly with this solution. It's not always the good option. Sometimes it's better to take more time to develop a feature, but making sure that this feature is really well developed.
Yeah, certainly. In crypto, code is law, so you want to make sure the code is robust and accurate.
Exactly. You cannot hide anything, especially in crypto. Everybody can check, and so it's very, very important.
It's open source. So you did mention, or I guess you touched on it, but what are some major partnerships that you have that you can share with us, if any?
Well, we were very, very lucky to have Alameda Research with us at the beginning with Sam. So thanks to them, we also it was a good entry door, and they have a lot of contacts, and so we had the chance to meet a lot of people, and we are working with them. So there is, of course, Alameda Research, FTX. We work also with the DEX AG. So ETH Gate Station, it's also them. So they have a lot of projects. It's a DEX optimizator. There is Paraswap. We are working with them for SuperBots. There is, of course, Binance and all the exchange, because we are working with them for the broker, for the order and API connection to the exchange. So we have a call several times a month with all the exchange to work together. PancakeSwap, and actually there is many different partners. I don't have a list like this, but that's a full-time job actually. When I see that, it takes a few hours per day, I would say, to just make sure that to just keep and get the update of every partner. So it's a lot of work, and actually it's one of the job of Robert, and it takes a lot of time.
Certainly, no, I understand that. And I'm gonna have you do a quick recap, but before I have one more question. And then
sure.
after you recap, I'm going to open up the floor to community member questions. So my last question is: let's say that I, like many people, I'm a crypto newbie. I don't have experience with algo trading. I don't have experience with bots, but I'm interested. I just heard AMA, and I'm very interested. What would your advice to me be? How would I get started? Where would I go? To not only engage with your website and with your protocol, but to also learn and be able to use it.
So just to make sure, because the connection again was I missed a few words, but the question is, what's the first step for a noobs when it discover UpBots?
No, so sorry, let me repeat myself. Let's say I'm a crypto newbie. I am very interested in using your protocol using your website, and I want to learn more about algo trading. I want to learn more about how to run my own bots. What would your advice be and how to get started?
Well, the first thing will be to do not try to trade by yourself. I mean, every time I'm talking to someone in the crypto space or someone in the street in the cryptos, every time it's the same thing. Oh, I lost a lot when I started. So my first advice would be, first of all, try to be in autopilot, and there is bots for that. People with a lot of experience, they are there and they're offering the solution. So just put your capital on it. It's safer. And then take the time to learn. There is different kind of trader, and everybody will find another way to another kind of specialty, I would say, in trading. Some will try to develop algo bots. For that, well, there is a lot of trainings. Well, maybe we could, after the call, I can give a list of a few training that are interesting. And others will try to first learn how to make a manual trade. So what is an indicator, how to combine different indicator like MACD, stochastic, Bollinger Bands, stuff like this. And then the most important thing will be, if you want to start with this kind of thing, will be to really stick to your plan. Many people are really, that's an issue that we all have. We are very emotional in a trade. The bots are not emotional at all. They are just relying on the data they have. But a human is like, well, okay, the indicators say that it's time to enter, I buy. And the price is actually going down. Well, a bot will probably sell, while the human will be like, no, I was right. I will keep it because it's going to go up after. And it's actually out of the original plan. It goes for some reason, and the price went in another direction. Well, there is a control of yourself that you have to manage in terms of emotion, a plan you have to follow, and a lot of trainings. And for that, maybe do not try directly with your money, but with a paper. You just put the data when you want to enter, when you want to make the exit, and that's it. I think it's better. And during that time, well, you have UpBots and SuperBots, so you can put safely your capital there and make it grow, waiting to be an expert.
Very cool. Awesome. Thank you for that. And I actually have one more question, not for you, but for Robert. I wanted to know more about the marketing strategies that you guys are implementing, executing to get your name out there, to kind of build your brand.
Sure. Well, awesome question, because, the most famous quote in crypto is always when marketing, right? And I always enjoy the question. And usually, it's a lot of setup, because what you want to do is you always want to have a solid foundation, so that when people begin to hit your website, begin to, be aware of your company, you always want to have, a really good foundation so that users feel comfortable signing up, have that information that we all feel very private about. So we're very much set on that end. And now, amazingly enough, we've got some great videos and stuff that we're about to be putting out. We're going to be doing a ton of social media ads. We've got some really interesting stuff for real world advertising as well. I can't touch too much on it just yet, but I've looked into tons of other partnerships with real world companies here in the States. My background comes from the consumer product goods industry. So I've been in contact with basically everybody and anybody that you can think of, from pro sports to minor league teams and everybody in between, for possible partnerships. There's a lot of red tape here in the States because of the fact that we're in the crypto space, but there's conversations that are progressing. So that's amazing. And like Ben said, the team is great. We all put our own effort in to put this idea together. And I think that once a lot of these marketing campaigns begin to kick off, like we're going to start seeing on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter through their ad services, that users will begin to pour into our interface. I mean, we're growing at a steady, anywhere between 2 to 5% every week. So if we keep that and we multiply it with our efforts, we really got nowhere but the moon to go.
I love that, man. And thank you for sharing that. It really, you guys have a diverse team.
Sorry, I just would like to add one little element is also
please go for it.
We are starting now also to try to push a lot the community. So the community aspect was something we were not really working that much in the past, and thanks to Robert and the team, it's something now that we are trying to push far more, and that's also why we launched a referral program. And that we're going to also push the community, the action, mission with SuperBots as well. But that's okay. I won't talk about that for now. But we just launched a referral system where the user can refer their friends and they will get part of the performance fees as well. So it's a very nice kind of passive income if you want, and especially if you're an influencer or if you have a few friends or rich friends. Well, you could talk about the bots and you will get that. And we're also going to have far more interaction between algo devs and the community, ratings about the bots. Everything is also coming, but this community aspect is very critical, and that's also one of the top priority we have in the coming weeks and months.
Amazing, guys, for that breakdown. And again, it sounds like you have people from different backgrounds and everyone has experience, and you're bringing it together to build this amazing product. So
thanks.
No, certainly. And also really quick, before open up the, and you kind of did the recap, but did you want to recap before I open up the floor to community questions, Ben?
As you want.
Okay. Yeah. So we have a bunch of hands up, so I'm gonna start calling on people and let them ask questions, and you can go ahead and answer them one by one. Aisha, you're up.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm up.
Yep.
Hey, everyone.
Hello. Hi.
Okay. UpBots platform gives users ability to create bot. One can develop, use, and rank their trading also. I want to know that what are the requirements to create or on bot, and will only the developers and professionals be able to create their own trading algorithm?
No, it's actually open to everybody. I mean, we know some people that are expert in the field, but they have another job on the side, and they just like to create algorithms. So we are really open to everybody. If you have a good algos, if you know how to do it, and if you want to add it on UpBots, that's very simple. You can contact the team, and then we're gonna check the algorithm, and that's it. So we are finishing right now the bot creator tool, where you can create your own bots working only for you. And if it works well, and if you think that at one point you can offer it to the community, well, that's going to be even easier. So I will just make a sanity check of the algorithm, and if it's good, well, we're going to add it on the marketplace, and everybody will be. It will be available for everybody.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. And I also want to know, will only one investor be able to use single bot, or multiple investors can use a single bot to earn profit?
So the bots can be used by everybody. I mean, it's not only for one person. So the marketplace, so if you go on the marketplace, you will see exactly the same bot that anybody else. And so you can have 200, 1,000 people on one single bot. We are taking care of the slippage, but you can have, well, many people on the same bot.
Okay, thank you for answering my questions. Thank you.
With pleasure.
Thank you for the question. Drake Harper, you're next.
How did you start your crypto journey?
Sorry, what do you mean exactly?
Drake, I think you touched on that a bit in the beginning, but if you want, he's asking you how to start your crypto journey.
How did you start your journey in crypto?
Well, I started in 2014. Actually, I was on another project, and it's just that the developer was very slow, and I was I fell in love of the crypto market because I was myself a trader, but in the traditional one since I was 18 years old. And so that's how it started. And for the little story, so in 2017, I just created a Twitter account and I posted a few messages about my own trades. And I got 100, 200, 300 people following me. And one of them asked me if I had a Telegram channel. So I created a Telegram channel and I got a few thousand people there. And one day, one guy asked me if I had a paid subscription. So I created a paid subscription and I recruit my first traders and a social media manager. And it started like this. So it was kind of, it was very, very smooth as launch, and it came from the market. And then for UpBots, it was kind of similar. People came to us to ask us for this solution. So we created it in that way.
Thank you for the question.
Thanks for that. Can I ask one more
With
question?
pleasure.
Sure, go for it.
For someone who has zero experience in trading, how can the person still benefit from the crypto markets?
For someone without any experience, basically UpBots is really one tool that they should use because they will have less risk to lose money thanks to the interface because they will be in autopilot. So there is no mistakes they could do, or there is no emotion that will impact them in the manual trades. And at the very beginning, nobody knows how it works. So with the bots, the user will be able to get the maximum out of the capital thanks to algo bots. So really, if you are a noob, if you want to start in the crypto space, it's better to let algos and professional manage your capital than trying to trade by yourself.
Okay. Thank you.
Iris, you're up next.
Sir, can I ask a question?
Yes, go for it.
Okay, my question is, as you have ranked the algorithm function in UpBots, I want to know, do you have a team specified for these kinds of algorithms? I mean, where people can submit their algorithm and your team reviews it for bugs or hacking code and declare the algorithm to safe for use, and then they can publish it for renting to others.
So yes, we have a dedicated team for that. So it's professional algo dev. They are working for 4C trading, so I think I explained that during the call. But we when we receive an algos from the community, the algos is in quarantine, and so for around 30 days, we are just testing it, seeing how it works, if it's not repainted. So sometimes algos are using future data to fake the results. So we are checking that, if it's true, if all the data are correct, and only if it passed all the tests at that moment, we're gonna add it on the marketplace. And we ask for the process. We asked also to the algo dev his blockchain wallet to send in the performance fees, because in the end they are offering the algos also to get some fees. And if you have a good algos, in the end, having or trying to cheat, it will not bring you any money, because in the end, it's only based on performance fees, as I said. So we only have good algos, and that's really the strategy of UpBots.
Thanks, sir. Best of luck for your project.
Thank you.
Thank you. Simi, you're up next.
Thanks,
Yeah.
So I have a question regarding your algo trading bots, the automatic one. What I liked is the feature that you're offering is automatic trading and only pay when you win. That's really good. But what I'm trying to understand how effective it is, or how efficient this algo will work. Because algo trading is essentially means it's basically looking at it will buy and sell automatically based on some technical indicators, as you said, moving averages and several other things. But we know this crypto as such is a very volatile asset. And there are many pump and dump schemes, basically by inflating price of an asset by feeding false information or other price action just to get big profit. So to my mind, the historical data that are being used for back testing your trading algo, because you already explained you will test it for 30 days before you give it to your customers. So the back testing of this algo could be problematic and could reduce the accuracy of the strategy. So I'd like to know how you are going to tweak the algorithm.
So the quarantine is 30 days, but we have a backtesting of minimum 1 year. So it's far longer than just 30 days. We are just checking some parameters live during those 30 days, but we have the past data offered by TradingView because the algorithm had developed on TradingView. So the user cannot really cheat with that. Well, what you are saying is that, and correct me if I'm wrong, there is a market situation that a bot could not predict. The thing is, in the end, a market and the price evolution is just the consequences always of, it could be news, it could be one whale selling all his cryptos, it could be everything. But in the end, all those events happens every day, all the time, every seconds even. So the algos will not maybe heard about the news, but they will see the difference in the behavior of the trends, and they will try to catch that on the trend. So there is safeties when the market is going down, for example, to avoid a massive loss. But when there is a new trend, there is generally some kind of signs you could see, and that's the objective of the algos. You could also, as a manual trader, you could also think that the news will be very beneficial for one specific cryptos, and in the end, it won't affect that cryptos at all. Well, the algos will not start the trades because for him there is absolutely no sign that the price will go up. So here with an algo, you have all the backtest data over 1 year, and so you know that over time it will make profits. That's the point. When you are trying to make manual trades, you are, and especially when you are trying to trade based on news, you are also adding a kind of a subjective aspect, and without the certainty that it will have an impact or not. So the algos show over time. Yeah. The algos show over time that it's far better to have an algos that having just a manual trade. I mean, not for investors. Algobots are trading 3 days. Investors are working over time. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm good with that explanation. Let me quickly ask another follow-up. I've noticed a few cases in the past where people offered several bots in crypto space just to gain access to the private keys and manage to withdraw all their funds. So
okay. You are talking about security.
Well, this happens quite often because the bots will give full access to my crypto account, right? So, okay. But if you want to, if you don't want to look at the exceptions, let me understand what security measures have you adopted to protect some of those exceptions?
Okay. So every account has a 2FA access. Of course, it's important because of the safety. So the safety is the priority number one of bots. And when you add your API key, first of all, you always have to do not allow us to withdraw capital. So when you are creating the API, there is that possibility. Of course, that's not something we ask, and we do not need that at all. But when you add your API key on our system, it's directly crypted 2 times actually in the database, and this database is on a secure server as well. It means that nobody in the team and no one can access those API keys. Even if someone succeeds to get those the data, it's encrypted, so he will not be able to get it. So there is for us no possibility, and for anybody, to have the real private key and the API key of each account, or it would be completely useless. And so if one day we lose the data, we're going to have to ask again to everybody to enter a new one, because nobody will be able to convert it again to the original data. Only the computer is able to do it. So it's 100% safe, and we really worked on that with a double encryption system.
Okay, thanks for answering my question. That's all.
Thank you.
With pleasure.
Questions.
Yeah, Noah, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Who is it?
It's Venice.
Oh, Venice. Yeah, you're up next. Go for it.
Yeah, thank you so much. First of all, I must say you are helping a lot. I think now I can sleep well while relying on UpBots to trade for me. And I have a question. So, is it possible to get notifications of our trades or alerts on my cell phone through email or SMS, so I can manage the things accordingly?
So is it possible to get notification regarding the trades that the bots are doing? That's the question?
Yeah, that's my question. Through email or through SMS on my cell phone.
Okay, so right now we have notification on the interface itself, and we're going to have not SMS, but we are finishing right now. I think I saw the testing today for the Telegram bots. So you can link your Telegram to your account, or you will be able to do it, and you will get a notification for every trade that the bot will do. So you will get a full notification of your trades.
Okay, thank you so much.
Just remember that the project we launched, the interface, the performance fee system, it was in the end of September. So it's still very new. We have a lot of things to do. But the fact that the link between Telegram and UpBots, that's something we planned, and that's going to be very soon available. So you will be able to use it. Yeah.
It's amazing. We can create our algorithms. It would be really fun to create our algorithms and use it, and can rent it to other people. Good luck. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Great. We'll take one more question from Fatima. Fatima, are you there?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Hello.
Okay. Some people find it's difficult to swap their tokens from PancakeSwap or any other platform. Do you have any automatic mechanism for it too, where people can swap their tokens from PancakeSwap with just a single click? Thank you.
Is to swap to another blockchain, so more like a bridge, or just really swapping a token or making an exchange? Okay, so I don't know, Fatima. Anyway, on UpBots, we have a DEX solution, and we also have the bridge. So, basically, it's working only for the UBXT. So you can move your UBXT from Ethereum blockchain to BSC blockchain, for example. We have a connection with DexAG to swap tokens. So yes, we also try to help in that way, at least to reduce the number of websites you have to visit when you want to trade or to exchange a token.
Thank you for the question. Actually, one more question. Say it, and then we're going to wrap things up. Say it, take it away.
Hi, guys. Okay. So it's mentioned on your pitch deck that investors can earn the title of ambassador by holding your token and have passion for UpBots. I want to know that what amount of native token one need to hold to be eligible to become ambassador.
Actually, you can, by holding UBC and by staking them, you are already a kind of ambassador, and you will already get part of the performance fees. So it's very basic. Then we have a kind of battalion with a lot of amazing people that are helping us also for marketing, to share the news, very ambassador. And for that, it's not only based on the amount of tokens that someone has, but it's also based on what you want has involvement in UpBots. And for that, if you are interested to be an ambassador, please contact me or someone in my team, and we're going to check with you. But well, with only one UBXT, you will already be a kind of ambassador thanks to the staking pool.
Okay,
Right?
great. One more quick question. Yeah. It's also mentioned that on your pitch deck that fees will only be charged when bot is earning us some profit. So I want to know what percentage of fees will be charged on earning profits.
Well, actually, it depends on the amount asked by the algo dev. It can go from 10% to 20%, and that percentage is divided between the algo dev, UpBots, staking pool, and a part is also burned. So it's between 10 and 20, and it's only when you are in profit. If you are making a loss, there is no fees, and you are even credited with credits that will be used to pay the next normal fees you would have to pay.
Okay, thank you so much. You guys are working on a really amazing project. So best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. I think it's.
Well, I want to thank you all again for being here. It's been a pleasure, and I think you guys are building something very unique and amazing.
Thanks a lot. It was really a pleasure, and yeah, thanks also for all the good questions.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank you guys for hosting.
Of course. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you. Well, if there is anything, please, guys, just go on our chat or visit SuperBots or UpBots, and well, be ready for the launch of SuperBots because it's going to be huge. All right.
Let's go.